seated right now. So it's the start of what could be a very long game. You see Wesley, so he's writing down the name of his opponent, and we see that opponent by his fashion choice. Tanya, that is a Levon Aronian shirt if I've ever seen one.
Fashion game strong. You just need to see that visual and you know it's gotta be Lev. Somebody asked him once, where does he get his shirts? And he actually said that's a secret that he's not gonna let out. So Levon there, we see him with his signature style and his signature cup of tea. He's ready to start with the black pieces. He had such a long game.
Yeah, and then sometime I think mid last decade, people realized that bishop c5 exists, and that allows you to actually not retreat with the knight on d5. Like all the tactics connected with the knight takes e5 threats, which do work with the bishop on e7, they work much less in all of these positions because the f2 pawn will come under pressure in all of these long capturing sequences. Suddenly you have this move which wouldn't have been available in all the old theory. And Wijk just keeps the knight on d5 and ignores whatever threats White pretends to have in the center. And I think I've seen this before, this line takes b3, e4. I think I've seen this before, but I can't remember exactly who was playing.
Pretty sure I've seen it too, so it must have happened in some
yeah, even the one they have right now with this really kind of weird looking queen b4 move. Let me check. I'm pretty sure I have seen it before.
Yeah, I guess the idea behind queen d4 is just to stop queen c3, queen e7. Queen c3 might have been very annoying.
Yeah,
White hitting g7, so...
Although,
knight d4.
you kind of have to wonder. This looks okay, because knight e2 is... Although, maybe something like e1 is...
Yeah.
And now e3 is a threat. And I guess the point that... I mean, you're absolutely right. Like, if the end result of all of this is black is forced to play f7, f6, you would much rather that didn't happen. You would very much like for this not to happen. So yeah, you play queen b4. I guess the tactical justification is that if a3 we can, I assume, take on b3. I think I say no, bishop takes g7. This is very risky, right? obviously, like, if you really don't like this happening in your tournament, you put it down in sort of cast iron writing exactly what you want not to happen. The way they phrased it, I think, betrays the understanding that you can't really avoid it if players really want it to happen. But it does indicate that they would very much like if people didn't do it.
Nobody really wants to end up on the naughty list of tournament organisers. Nobody wants that reputation. But,
D4, knight takes e4, e4 has now been played by Parham, who is also 40 minutes behind on the clock, right?
Yeah.
No, that's actually more than 40. Yeah, that's 50 almost. The big question, of course, is the move bishop g5.